Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. So today is the day when we're going to be buying a new field. Finally time to buy a new field. But before we do that, we do have a couple of jobs to do. First of all, we need to cut and bale the grass field because we need silage as quickly as possible for the water buffalo. Once we've done this, we're going to sell everything which we have, or actually we're going to rest, but then we're going to sell everything which we have waiting to be sold. So that's planks, beams, milk, anything like that, just to boost our bank account as much as possible. And then we're going to have to take out, once again, a small loan. We currently don't have a loan, so it will be an extremely small loan, which will be, once again, repaid very soon. But once we've done that, we can afford to buy the field, and we're going to buy plot 33. Once we have 33, we can cut down trees, start processing them, and hopefully take them to the big sawmill, which we're going to have to rent. Anyway, into the mower category, we have this field here. I'm wondering if I should go for the mowers which can swath. It might be worthwhile. So that's this one here. It just really comes down to the rental price. I think it is quite expensive even to rent. But at the same time, we don't have to rent a windrower as well, and everything will be done in one pass. So, also the tractor is not powerful enough for these, but somehow, by some miracle, it can still run them. And you think £4,309 is a lot of money to spend on one field? Well, that would buy us 2 bales. If we were buying the food, that would buy 2 bales. It is crazy. Crazy expensive. And from this field we should get, well, 25 bales when fully fertilised. It's not fully fertilised though. It's 50% fertilised. So, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20, we'll have to see. I don't really want to guess because I will get it wrong. And you know I will. Every time I guess, I get it wrong. So there's no point, we'll just try and find out. But yeah, we do have the added benefit of just doing everything in one go here. It does mean the tractor won't be moving very quickly, but it should still be a lot faster than doing all the mowing first and then windrowing it. So let's get cracking. I will probably stick it on GPS as well. There we go. We do need diesel. I am hopeful that we have enough already for this field, and then we can go and refill afterwards. But of course, if it does start flashing, I will probably head off, because there's no point in running the risk of running out of diesel. And it's not a very big field at all, but it's a good field. It has made us a lot of money already. Well, I say it's made us a lot of money. It's saved us a lot of money. If we were buying the same amount of bales that this field has produced, we would have no money. We would have a loan of probably £300,000 or something bonkers like that. So yes, it is worth every penny to cut this, to spend the money on the machinery to cut it and get it done. And I'm going to try and get 3 cuts out of it this year. Hang on, I need to lift both. There we go. Yep. So shouldn't take long to do this. Well, the diesel is flashing, the fuel gauge, that needs to be topped up, certainly, but there we go. We've got the field finished, and now I am going to bale it today, I think, because it's going to give the grass time to start regrowing again. The bales will be left in the field for now, because they've got to ferment anyway. But anyway, let's just get rid of... No, let's just get rid of those. I'm not paying to repair their stuff. It's not even damage that I put on it. Right, okay. So, the fuel station, and then back to the farm to get the baler. We do need a bigger baler, but again, it's just something which is going to have to stay on our shopping list, or should I say wish list, because we're nowhere near being able to afford a bigger one. And we seriously need a bigger tractor as well. But, well, it's between a new tractor or a new piece of land. I think going for a new piece of land first is better, because we can make money from that land. We can then get to the new tractor faster. If we get a new tractor, yeah, we can do jobs faster, but we don't have more land for productivity. We don't make as much money. We'd still make the same amount of money as what we did before. Right, so the diesel is pumping at the nozzle hub. Don't know what price it is actually. It would be good to find another collectible. I believe there is one near the school. I've been told about that. I've got 11 more to find. I do also have the fertilising contract that I want to do. I'm not too sure if we have enough time though. We've got 4 hours and 58 minutes left. If that's real time, then I could just put the time to real time, or even half real time. It's a tough one. It would be good money, but I was going to do my baling. Maybe we should do the baling in the morning then and do that now. Oh, I don't know. Or we could do both. Maybe we could do both. I'm going to have to spend money on fertiliser though. It seems too good to miss. I was going to do it before doing the grass, but it's all busy. Everything is very busy at the moment. And obviously I'm not using workers, so I'm just having to do everything. Just trying to make as much money as possible in a very short period of time, so we can just keep progressing. If we don't, then progress is going to be slow. We're going to be doing the same thing over and over again in every episode. So just trying to avoid that, but it's hard. It's really hard. Oh, do we have more? We do. We've got more fertilizer over there, so I should probably get that out of there. Yeah, we'll do the fertilizing and we'll do the baling today. In March. It's going to be a little bit dark, but we'll hope for the best that it doesn't get so dark that we can't really see much. I don't think it will do. It doesn't seem to in this game. I'm going to put all the fertilizer in. I should accept the contract. We're not borrowing items, so yeah, it's appeared here. Field number 12. That's very close to where we've just been. It's actually, it couldn't be easier, because I can just put it on GPS. Yes, we are spending money on the fertiliser, but at the same time, it's almost £12,000 this contract, and it definitely did not cost £12,000 to buy the fertiliser. Maybe half of what the contract is paying. Here we are. Oh, we're going to cross the water. Well, don't think we're supposed to do it this way. Splash! Right, okay. It's so good now that there are actually ripples and water splashes. And no, this is a bit close to the edge. This is not where we want to be. Right. Well, that seems to be an okay way of doing it. There's still going to be a lot of overlap, which is not good. But this is going to be, potentially, the fastest £12,000 we'll ever make from a contract. And we're close to the city lights, all the neons and LED screens. And there we have it for the second time. Oh, the video clip of me just collecting the money for the contract corrupted. So, it was 11,221, I think. It was 11,200 something. Yes, so that money has been added to the bank account. We're now going to head over to the farm to get the baler. We're then going to go back over to the grass field. We'll get that done. And the reason why I'm doing it in this horrific light, it's very dark, is just so that the grass doesn't regrow and sort of bury the swath. Because although the swath won't disappear, the grass which was cut will still be there tomorrow. It might be a bit harder to see. It might be absolutely fine, but don't really want to run the risk. And also, because I don't usually continue playing at this time, we don't get to see the sunset. And we're seeing a very pretty sky. But yeah, that contract was worth it. Did not cost anywhere near £11,000 in fertiliser. So I think I should probably keep an eye out for those fertilising contracts. It would have been potentially even better with a sprayer, because then where it overlaps I could have just switched off a section of the boom, which I can't do with this, unfortunately. Okay, baler. There it is. Ah, crikey. We're running low on netting and wrap, so we might need to make a purchase halfway through. Yeah, that is running quite low. I do have some baler twine, but that's for a square baler, so I don't have anything for this baler. So here we go. Engage the PTO. Auto drop enabled. I do have the round baler extension mod installed, so it will basically pull my speed down at 90% and it will stop me automatically at 100%, even with cruise control enabled. It is a absolutely fantastic mod. The link is down below. I do recommend it, because if you're like me and you keep overshooting when the baler is full and you got to keep backing up, then yes, this will get rid of that problem for you. It will just basically stop you at the right time. Certainly worth getting. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how many bales we're going to get here. It seems to be producing the bales just as quickly as before. And maybe it is fully fertilised. Maybe just the section I looked at was showing 50% for whatever reason. Yeah, maybe it is. So, well, if we get 25, 26 bales, then yeah, it's as good as it gets, I think, because that's what we got last time, and I certainly fertilised it last time. Also, that light is blinding. It's reflecting off the baler. And yeah, I would say going straight into my eyes, but of course we're looking at a screen here. It's like when I've shown clips of welding on my other channel, on Machinery Restorer, I get a few people saying, oh, you shouldn't film the welding because it will hurt our eyes as the viewer, but actually that's not how it works. Yeah, you can't get arc eye, as it's called, through the screen, but you would do if you were looking directly at the light from the welder with your own eyes. Oh, we are so close. We're almost out of net. Are we going to have enough to finish? Will we have enough grass left over on the ground to be able to produce this last bale? If we don't, it's not a problem. I do have the mod installed to allow us to empty or to unload an unfinished bale. I think there was a bit over here, but yeah, it's just not easy at this time because it's so dark. There's a bit. Okay, yep, so we'll unload it now. Ah, there's a piece here. There's two pieces here. Just get these. Don't think we're going to be quite at a full bale, but it's going to be Not far off at all. Probably within 10%. Okay, right, well, there we go. Let's unload that unfinished bale. Somehow. There we go. Press O. And we should now have our overall bale number. And yes, we've just this second run out of net. That was the end. That was the end of the net. Amazing. Yep, so we're going to have to go to statistics because I didn't reset the baler's counter, annoyingly. But we produced 21. So yes, it was. I think it was only 50%. We would have been 26 if that had been fully fertilised. So we've basically lost 5 bales by not fertilising it, and it wouldn't have taken long to do. So I'll have to make a conscious effort of doing that next time. Anyway, this baler has produced 161 bales. Not bad at all. I will reset that for next time. There we go. Let's take it home, and we will sleep. And in the morning, we're going to load up all the different products which are ready to sell, and we'll get them taken over to the sell points which are offering the best prices for them, and then we'll see how much of a loan we need to take out. Yeah, for anybody who says, oh, you're just cheating and stuff, taking out a loan. Loans are not cheating. So many people need loans in real life. We need them. So, yeah, it's not like I'm just taking the money and keeping it. We're going to repay this loan in no time. As soon as we have the money to repay it, it's going to be repaid. I think we'll park it next to the spreader again. Makes a difference finishing when it's dark rather than finishing at 2 in the afternoon, but it's because this time we've actually had a lot to do. Usually we're just waiting for the fields to do things, waiting for the fields to ripen. Hello. Yeah, let's go through to 9 AM, 9:30. Starry night. Full moon. I don't think you get crescent moons. I think they are always full moons on this game. But anyway, mustn't get too fussy about that. At least we now have stars. Yeah, so we've got £120,000. It is nice to see the daylight again. Blimey. Although it probably isn't too bad for you because that was time-lapsed anyway. So the time should have flown. We have got the bottled milk to sell. We've got 2 pallets over there. We've got 1 kimchi. We've got 1 mushroom. So there's not a lot, but it's going to add up. Let's find our truck. Yeah, we don't need the trailer. The trailer can wait here. I'll just get everything loaded up. Oh, also wood. Wood. Oh, there's no wood. What? How is there no wood in that time? All night. No wood. Well, it's still running, so I guess it's just a little bit slow. We're going to have to take a trip to the restaurant because the restaurant is the best place for the milk. And anything which isn't accepted there, we can take to the market. But I think everything is accepted there. I can't remember. Still got 5 products on board here. Okay, money. Oh, everything sold. 13,430. I am tempted to think that it's not worth producing the bottled milk. Maybe we should just put all the efforts into making mozzarella. I also saw some steps, and I was tempted to go down the steps to see if there was a collectible, but I have no idea where those steps were now. I do feel... Oh, wow. I was about to say, I do feel like I'm near to a collectible, and I honestly didn't know. Somebody said that there was a collectible somewhere lower than the restaurant, but that's all I knew. And somehow I stumbled across it. Maybe there's 2. Oh, here are the steps. Yeah, I was thinking there would be a collectible on the steps or near the steps. Like around here. but I think maybe that's a bit too close to the other one. So anyway, very good news that we found that collectible. It's another £10,000, which is certainly required. Yeah, if it was me hiding the collectibles, I'd put one around here somewhere, but yeah, it wasn't me hiding the collectibles, so there you go. Ooh, that's shuddery. Okay, so here we are. Oh, that... Blimey, the steps are right there. I went completely the wrong way. Let's get back to the farm. And, yeah, there might be another one around here somewhere, I'm not too sure. But yeah, let's get back to the farm. Let's take out the small loan. And let's finally go and purchase that field. The first purchase of a field that I've had in, I don't know, 20 episodes? It might be 20 episodes, I don't know. It's way overdue. Nice to see our bales in the daylight as well. Like I said, they can stay there for now. We'll get them collected up next episode. They will have fermented by then. And then I'm sure the water buffalo and the cows are going to be desperate to have the silage. Although the cows are actually okay just on meadow grass. So it's really just for the water buffalo. And I've just witnessed that we have 2,100 litres of buffalo milk. And that doesn't sound like much, but it's actually potentially over £20,000. So we're going to get that loaded up into the tanker. We'll get that sold as well, because the smaller we can make this loan, the better. I don't want a loan at all, but who does? That's the thing. Whoever wants a mortgage or a loan, if only we had the money. But sadly, the reality is we don't, and we do need a bit of help from the bank. And the tanker does have water in, but we can soon empty that. And the cows, which I accidentally purchased, are worth 285. Yes, 285 each. So a bit longer. We can get them sold. They've definitely grown up a bit. They're getting bigger. Oh, I thought there was water in there. Apparently not. Well, they've eaten all the food in the trough. Oh, and the meadow grass isn't there for some reason. This is April. I guess it's too early then. Yeah, I guess it's too early. Well, we'll have to get them something later, but it seems weird because they're literally eating grass. You can see them eating grass. So I wonder why the meadow grass doesn't register until maybe May or June. Right, I need to spin around here. I'm gonna load up. Now I could top up our dairy, but I think, yeah, it's still got 1,000 litres in there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the buffalo milk to selling. I'm going to deactivate it. When I say buffalo milk, I mean the bottled. And the buffalo mozzarella, hopefully, will get more attention, I hope. I don't know if it works quite like that. I've never fully understood that. If you do have multiple products running at the same time, is it just spreading the effort between everything, or is everything its own thing? Anyway, we have this. Yes, the dairy is so slow that we don't need to top it up yet. So we are just going to go to the main dairy, which is currently offering £10,426 for 1,000 litres. This seems very good. Now I think this is the fastest way to go. Yep. So I will see you over there. Of course, if there is a fertilising contract for field number 33, we'll take that as well. Because then we're basically getting paid to improve the yield of something which is going to be ours. Oh, well look at that, 21,983. So we now have £165,000. I think it's 193 that we need for this field. Yeah, so it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap, but there's more to it than meets the eye. There's a lot more land than just the field itself. And it's going to open up goats to us. We're going to be getting goats, eventually. We're home. I've just checked the contract list, and there isn't one. I can't believe it. I wish we had that mod which allowed you to refresh the contracts. Because I'm sure 33 must need fertilizer. Let's check. 33 has been done. Maybe we missed it. Oh, That's annoying. So, yeah, well, we did the weeding contract, so there's probably nothing else to do. So, yeah, we just need to buy it. So, yeah, let's get into that farmland tab. We're not just getting field 33. It's 194,112. So, yeah, we don't need much at all. The loan can be minimal. Might as well go up to 200,000, so £35,000 loan. Buy. Oh, and look at that, we've expanded our territory. So this will be coming at some point. This will inevitably... Sorry, no, that one never will be. That is ridiculous. 419 for that. Yeah, there's too many trees on a hillside there for us to make that worthwhile, I think. But this one here, definitely. The trees are a bit more on a hillside, but not as steep as that. I think that gets really steep. I think the ones, yeah, there's rocks and everything. Yeah, I can't see us being able to utilise that very well. So we'll just have to contract this area at some point. But let's go and see the field which we've bought. So yes, I have bought a field of sunflowers. We do not have a header for them, but we can just rent a header when it's time. But more importantly, we own everything up to the road. We own all of this. This field definitely can just be expanded way out here. We're going to take some trees down. We're going to process them, of course, for beams and planks. And then I can get goats, and I can put the goats into this area. We do have some really big trees here. Yeah, like this area. We could open up all this. Could easily put goats in here. And none of the wood would be wasted. It would all be processed. But my intention would be to probably cut down loads of trees, prepare them. This is next time, I reckon. Prepare them, and then just transport them to the main sawmill. We rent it, process all the wood in one go, make the planks really, really fast, and then make an absolute fortune. Yep, that would be my intention. Of course, we do have some really good Scots pine trees here as well. That's going to be so handy. And yes, we do have grassland, so we could, if we wanted to, get a smaller mower, cut all this, get a windrower, and then make some more silage. Could make hay, but yeah, probably more silage from this area as well. It's not going to be high quality grass, but it's still going to be grass. And it'll probably be quite surprising how much money it does make. So with that done, let me just check on everything else to make sure nothing is suffering. Right, so the animals... doesn't look good on paper, but it is good. They're obviously eating food, but I am going to give them some hay just because the game is not giving them the meadow grass for whatever reason. The horses I've not actually done anything with for a while. They do need to be ridden again. Need to ride them. Water buffalo. Yeah, they've just finished their hay. They're back onto silage again. But they've got their meadow grass. How does that work then? Oh, maybe that's from last year. Oh, and the slurry is maxed out. I wonder... if we can sell slurry. If we can sell slurry, I wonder how expensive it is. Is it going to call it slurry or is it going to call it liquid fertilizer? Slurry, okay. Yes, we can. We can sell it. It's £98. We could get 111. 56,000. Don't know if it's worth renting a tanker for that. That would probably wipe out the profit from that. So we'll probably just keep hold of it. And then spread it on the land instead of paying for fertilizer. That would be the right thing to do. Okay then. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Matty Ferguson tractor with the tanker. We're going to go and refill everything that needs to be refilled. Make sure everything is as productive as it possibly can be. Let's turn this on. We do need to plant the rice paddies. Here it is. Yeah, we need to plant the rice paddies. I did cultivate them in the previous episode, so it would be a good idea to get them done. I'm thinking I'm going to do one long grain rice and one with the transplanted rice. But first things first, let's just get everything filled up with water. So we just have the polytunnel over there that needs to be filled up with water, but I also need to flood this field. So we'll just get that done. Oh, that's flooding fast. You're right, so this one is going to be the one that gets transplanted. The other one I'm going to drill. I'm going to drill the other one first to give this one time to fill up. And, yeah, I don't know for sure, but I think one of these tanker loads is enough for this one. It is only a small one, so it doesn't have a massive water storage point. And it probably wasn't empty. Although, having said that, nothing has spawned for a while, so it probably was empty. There we go. 182 litres left. So if we take a look at everything, everything should be full. Well, pretty much full. So, rice sapling, yep, full. That one's full. Mushroom one is full. And then we've got this one. Yep. They're all full. Oh yes, this one is slow because I've basically enabled every single product. So it is quite slow. And also look at my muddy mess. I have made such a mess. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I will park the tanker in its puddle, in its natural habitat. I'm going to go and get, as mentioned, the seed drill. And we're going to drill the lower field with long grain rice. It would be nice to think that we do have enough seed and fertilizer already in here, but I don't know. Well, maybe actually. 187 litres of fertilizer doesn't sound like much, but it's only a very small field. We're set to wheat. We don't want that. We need long grain rice. Again, it's one of those fields. Like GPS isn't that helpful for a field of this size because it's just so tiny anyway. So I think I'm going to go without. Yeah, fertilizer consumption is quite fast, but then, yeah, look at the size of the field. Should be done in no time. That field is definitely flooding. You can see it's getting quite puddly, but at the same time it's not there yet. And then it's going to be a job for the Ezeki. We've got plenty of saplings over there to transplant. And this field doesn't need to be flooded until tomorrow. But thanks to our massive seed drill, this is only going to take a few minutes. The paddy field is ready. Yes, of course, we don't have the ability to fill this 100% yet. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Something else which is hopefully going to get patched. Yeah, so is that deep enough? I should probably wait for it to fill 100%. There we go. Oh yes, that looks good. So, this is where we do need GPS. It is super handy to have GPS with this machine. That does look very good, with the ripples going across the field, coming from the water pump, and they do gradually fade out as they get to this side. So once this field is done, every single field which we own will be drilled. It'll be the biggest harvest we've had so far. In fact, it'll be a lot bigger because we do have the new sunflower field, but also I've expanded this field here. And that one got expanded not so long ago. But look at those dead bits over there in that far field. They need ploughing up. Because I drill that every time and it never grows. So it needs to be ploughed. I wonder why it does that. Look at that. Strange. But anyway, yes, we do have a fairly good supply of saplings. Certainly more than enough. We've actually been selling them off for a while. I've had that set to automatically selling. Because there's plenty spawned and we don't need that many a year. So we can just help ourselves. Oh, whoa. steering wheel still turned, whoopsie. Yes, it looks like the steering wheel will always override the GPS. Well, it is a nice feeling to know that every field is done. We're going to have a good harvest. We're going to make a lot of money. And yeah, I'm aware of the ability of the oil mill to take rice as well. We'll probably do that this year. It would make sense. So there it is, yes, we can produce rice oil. Can produce sunflower oil as well. We've got sunflowers growing. Thing is, how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take for us to process all of those sunflowers from that field over there into rice? Into rice. Blimey, it'll take forever because it's impossible. No, into oil. Yeah. Is it worth it? I think it probably will be. At the same time, I think this is really showing us how desperate we are to get the full-size oil mill and the full-size sawmill because we've got so many trees. But how much is the full-size sawmill? Because I've been wanting to rent it. I think we probably are going to rent it initially, but we do really need to buy it. Oh, look, there's the oil mill. You see, £240,000. And the sawmill is... I've been there enough, haven't I? That one? Sugar mill? Oh, blimey. How have I lost it? Yes, of course. It's the place where the strange Noah is. Mr. Angry. It's £300,000. Oh, John. Yes. It is really hard. This is so much more expensive than FS22. All these prices are just mind-blowing. So yeah, everything's more expensive, it's more difficult, and I'm playing on easy. Anyway, I think we've made some good progress today. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon for episode... Oh, let me get this right. 42? Oh, crikey, I've probably got that completely wrong. If I have, comment down below. See you soon.